Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel if you've been before. My name is Hen and this is Crafting from the Broom Closet. I'm a bit nervous. It's been one of them days. Anything that could go wrong went wrong, and yeah, I'm a bit stressed. But here we go. So what I've got in front of me is the equipment I am going to be using for today. Let's say hello to people in the chat. Hello, Lena. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Karen. Hello, Artcurious. I don't know that's how you say your name. Hello, Dana. Hello, Julia. Hello, the whole bucket. I don't always de-stress with art, especially when it's on camera. Who else? We've got Cheryl, Lisa, Beth. Second Chance Crafting, Robin. Please subscribe to all these channels. Kellyann, Bonnie, Michelle, and Anne-Marie, or Anna-Marie. I always pronounce it Anne because that's how my sister pronounces her name, I'm afraid. We've got Vale and Pam from the Ginger Cat Lady. Cool. So, what am I doing today? I don't know. I'm winging it. I'm not winging it. I had a great idea, and then my printer stopped working. So I had to just change things back. It's still the same idea, just not exactly how I planned it. So as you can see, in front of me, I have silver spray paint. This is Ultra Extreme Professional Spray Paint for silver wheels. Any silver spray paint that gives a sort of mirror effect will do. I have sandpaper, sanding block, emery board, any of them will do. Oops, knocking my camera. I have some glue. This is just fabric glue. You need something a little bit stronger than PVA or glue stick. I have a ruler. I have a sharp thing and a pair of scissors. And what we're making today, we're turning this into spooky. I don't know if you can see. It's like a ghostly mirror. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So this frame was actually from a freebie kit that I got from Ink and Page, I think it's called. It's from one of their freebie kits. I had frames ready to print, and my printer didn't work. I also had pictures ready to print, and my printer didn't work. So I had to go looking for pictures I could use, and I had some print-offs of my friend who dresses as an angel with dark wings, and that's who's in this picture. This is actually my friend. They're altered images of her, but it's and it's just quite coincidental that it's her birthday in 3 days' time. So, you know, it's an extra special gift for her, I guess. The other thing you will need is some of this sort of plastic packaging stuff. I'm not going to do the spraying today because you need a ventilated area, and where I'm set up now isn't. But basically, when you're spraying, you spray on the opposite side to what's going to be on the outside. So you spray, do a coating. I've only done really quite a thin splotchy coating, and it works. It does the job. So you spray, obviously. I'm not going to do it now. So in the if you're a British person, you'll know this face. So here's one I made earlier. It's from a program called Blue Peter, where they always brought out something like they made earlier. So as you can see, it's quite splodgy. It's not particularly a well cover, but it will do the job. And I've got another bit over here where I've cut out from that I did the sample from. Hi Anne-Marie. Anna-Marie. Hello, Juju. Yes, keep it. Right. Most of you will be going out and buying boxes of baubles in the next few months. Keep the packaging. I tried it out on like this type of plastic and it doesn't work. It needs something stiffer. So it won't work on this sort of plastic because I tried it. So once you've got your spray done and it's dry, you find your image, and I've got some more images of my friend. I've got that one, and not that one, that's the frame I'm going to use. And that one. And what you're going to be doing is sanding around the area that you want to show through on this. That makes sense? Am I making sense? I don't know if I am. We've got more people coming in. Hello, Brenda D. Hello, Lynn. I think that's it. Oh, and Cheryl. Yes, I am saying stiffer is better. Absolutely. In this case, stiffer is better. I try to behave on this channel, Cheryl. This is my good girl channel. Don't make me naughty. And I've got some other frames that I've picked out from like the 3 big hits from Ingham Page that I'm going to use. Like I said, printer didn't work, so I've had to make do. I've had to make do. I don't know what's going wrong with it. It's just not feeding through. So find your picture. And I know I want her face showing through. So roughly line up, see if you can sort of get an idea of where it is you need to sand. Get your sandpaper. I'm just going to tear a piece off. I don't need a whole sheet. Oh, actually, I've got some already torn off. Who else have we got in here? Oh, hello, Zena. Anyone else come in that I didn't say hello to? Put a I don't know, a thumbs up in the no. Put a number 1 in the chat if I haven't said hello, and I'll make sure I give you a call out. So you're just sanding off some of the paint where you want the picture to show through. I know, please excuse the wobbly camera, unfortunately. I am using my dining table. The camera is attached to the dining table, therefore it wobbles. Once you sand it off, you can have an idea of what you're going to see. But don't forget, this is the side that's going to stick down. So it's actually the opposite side, and I've just probably sanded off the wrong place. Move it over a bit. So let's sand off over here, shall we? There we go. I'm going to be using this square frame for this one anyway, so it's not going to go all the way to the edge. I am going to have to trim this down. I think I need to take a bit more off. Oh, hello, Lamont. Lana, I said hello to you. You just wasn't listening. yes, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to like and subscribe all the other channels that are taking part today. A lot of them put so much effort in, probably more than I have. Let's have a look. Not so happy with this one. The other one came out better. I probably sanded off too much. But hey ho. We'll play about with it anyway. The other thing that you need to do is cut your frame out. So that's what I'm going to do now. Move that over to one side. Cut my frame out. Oh, you just wanted another hello. Of course you did, Lana. Of course you did. I've put my ruler somewhere. There it is. I'm using the ruler for the straight lines. Obviously, you can't use the ruler for the bendy lines. So I'm just going to trim out the inside of the frame. And the bit you cut out, don't throw it away, because you can use it still. Waste not, want not. I'm hoping I'm going to fill up the whole hour. Oh, I didn't look. I'm not very good. Anyone that has not been to my channel, I'm not good at doing straight lines, even with a ruler. Try again. So what's gone wrong today? I've got a really bad shoulder, so I'm in a lot of pain at the moment. So apologies if I start groaning. That's why. My printer wouldn't work, and a video I recorded last night, I think is still downloading from the. Is it still downloading? Oh no, I think it's just finished downloading from my editor. It wouldn't upload to the editor, so I had to, because I recorded in more than one part, because I kept pressing stop instead of pause. I had to put it into an editor, and the longest part, the biggest part of the video, just didn't want to upload to the editor, so I ended up having to upload it as a private video and then screen record it, which is a nuisance. Does anyone else have trouble cutting straight lines even with a ruler, or is it just me? Out of curiosity. I get tormented about it all the time. Don't I, Pam? I can't cut or draw a straight line with a ruler. You're in good company. Oh, thank you. My craft world. Tina. Oh, Tina. So I don't feel so alone now. Right. I wouldn't worry too much about making it too neat, because if you're anything like me, you don't care. Oh, did I not cut that corner? Oh, no, I didn't. Try again. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm actually quite new to journal making. I started my channel, when was it? February, March, sometime like that. I can't remember. Cool. Where's that? Where's that? There it is. I can't remember when I actually started it now. I'm going to move her down. Yeah, like that. And that was the first time I really had even attempted to do a journal. I used to make cards many years ago. Many years ago, before I had children. My children are now 30 and 28. Before I do that, I'm going to put something underneath this, because I end up with glue all over my mat. Just a page out of a gardening magazine. I was gifted a load of gardening magazines the other week. I'm slowly butchering them. So yeah. And that was, like I said, the first time I ever did any journaling, and I'll show you what I did. It's not great. The whole point, though, I don't have a lot of equipment, and a lot of crafters don't. So I try to use minimal equipment when I'm crafting on camera, so that people that haven't got any equipment know how to know that they can do it. So I use a lot of junk, or printables. And my first one that I made was fully junk. The second one I made had lots of printables. I just traced the template, and the pattern on the bottom is straight and the top is crooked. Yeah. I'm so glad I'm not the only person. Sorry, my glue seems to be jammed. It was working earlier. I'm just trying to get it out. Get it out. There we go. There we go. It should be fine now. So this is just fabric glue that I happened to pick up for £2. Bargain. But it's a bit stronger than PVA. That's still not coming out. Bear with me. There's none in there. Where's all my paper? It's gone. I'll do that one. But yeah, my original idea for today was to do something based on the story of Jack of the Lantern, i.e. Jack-o'-lanterns. But without a printer, there's nothing. I couldn't really do anything about it. Well, that should be unblocked now. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, you're coming out now. Cool. So I'm just going to put glue around this edge, because then we know where to put the actual picture behind. So this is going to go on the front, like so. I'm going to bring it over there so the pictures, the person is fairly central in it. If you happen to cut through the edge of your frame, which is what I did earlier on, the glue will glue it back together. Don't worry about it. You've never heard the story of Jack? If you see 4 maple leaves, the word in between them is a clue. I'm not going to tell you what for, because I'm not nice like Pam. But I would take note of that word. No. Someone else might tell you what it's for later. Not me. There we go. So if I bring her into there. Yeah. That's where I want her placed. So I can now see that. And I can glue it from the other side. As long as you're not gluing over the bit you sanded off, the glue won't show. Which is what I'm trying not to do. So you can be quite generous with it. Let's have a look. Oh. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Just leave that to dry for a minute. So the story of Jack of the Lantern. It's an Irish story. Are you calling me a brat, Pam? I'm not a brat. I'm just not as nice as you. So the story goes that there was a not so nice gentleman called Jack. And one day the devil decided he was going to come for Jack. It was time. It was Jack's time. The devil was coming for him, and so Jack met the devil, and he said, "Oh, come, damn it! Can we have one last drink? Hello, Frida. Can we have one last drink before you take me away?" He says. So the devil agrees to it, and he takes Jack to the pub. And Jack's a heavy drinker. Jack can drink anyone under the table, you know, which is partly why it wasn't very nice. So, oh, that wasn't very clever. So yeah, so he takes Jack to the pub, and they're drinking away, and before you know it, Jack's run up a pretty hefty bar bill. And the devil says, "Oh, come on, it's time to go now. You've had enough. You've had your fill." And Jack's gone, "Well, I've got no money to pay." You know, Jack being Jack. I should have let that dry a bit more. But there you go. There is. I need to. You see, that's not come out as nice as the first one I did. Hopefully the next one will. I need to trim off a bit more. I should have let the glue dry completely before I started trimming it, because that's why we've got the ripping going on. But that just gives it more of an old look. Well, there you go. So that is Spooky Mirror. I like the first one. I did better. That's a lot better. And hopefully the next one will be. So Jack says to the devil, "Well, you can change yourself into anything. Why don't you change yourself into a coin?" Yes, please. Sub and hit the like. Maybe wet sand. No, because I've sanded on the other side that's covered now. But yeah, I'll let's hopefully the next one will come out all right. And that took a lot less time than I thought it would, so I might actually have to find something to do afterwards. What was I saying? I can't remember now. So the devil agrees and turns himself into a coin, you know, because then he can turn himself back into the devil once he's paid the bill. So he turns himself into a gold coin, and Jack, instead of handing it to the barman, puts it in his pocket and runs out of the bar. But in the pocket was a crucifix, devil's nemesis. Not nemesis, kryptonite. So the devil wasn't able to change back from the coin. So Jack makes a deal with him that if he gives him another 10 years, then he'll take him out of his pocket. So that's what the devil does. He gives him another 10 years. 10 years later, the devil comes back for Jack. And, you know, Jack being as tricky as he is, he decides to trick the devil again. And this time they're walking towards devil. And they're walking towards hell. He's walking up towards hell with the devil, and he says, "Oh, I'm really hungry. Is there any chance you can get me an apple from that tree?" So the devil climbs up the tree, and while the devil's up the tree, Jack draws crucifixes all the way around the tree, trapping the devil up in the tree. So the devil decides that Jack's a bit too tricky for him. And he makes a deal with Jack that he will never collect Jack's soul. So Jack rubs out the crucifixes and lets the devil down. The devil goes back to him. And of course, Jack finally dies. Natural causes. And the devil had made this promise that he'd never take Jack's soul. So Jack thinks he's going up to heaven. And he gets to the pearly gates and they say, "Go away, you don't belong here." And I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, so go away, you don't belong here, and sends him on his way and sends him down to hell. But the devil won't allow him in hell because the devil said he'll never take his soul. So all Jack is in purgatory, is forever wandering the land. His soul is forever wandering the land, and all he has to light his way is a jack-o'-lantern. It's a carved out turnip with a coal from hell inside it to light his way. So that's where jack-o'-lanterns come from. They originally were turnips. It weren't until we emigrated over to America and we discovered that pumpkins are a lot easier to carve, that pumpkins are now used, but originally they were turnips. And if you've ever tried to carve a turnip, it's absolutely awful. So I think with this one, I want pretty much the whole middle showing like I did with that one. So that's where I'm going to start. Where's my sandpaper gone? Yeah. It's I mean, people say they see him wandering the streets. But that's why you put candles in pumpkins on Halloween, is because of Jack of the Lantern, i.e. Jack-o'-lantern. Let's have a look what that looks like underneath. Needs more. Right. So is everyone enjoying the hop so far? Right, I'm just going to do a slightly circular motion there. I want it to be a bit more smoother around the edges. Don't put too much, taken too much off there now. No, that'll be fine. So that's that sorted. Now I need to cut out this frame. Yeah, it's lovely to see what you all are making. Well, I'm hoping I'm making something different to other people. I I know I did get this idea from someone else. I can't remember who they are for the life of me now. They did it slightly different, but it is still the same sort of idea. I think I cut a straight line. Yay. Is everyone proud of me? So for those who don't know who I am, you may have seen me in chats as my alter ego, Just Call Me Hen. And there's a separate channel. There's nothing crafty on there. So I set up this crafty channel so I can segregate the activities that was going on over there from the activities going on over here. I know, well done. I know. Hello, Debbie. Has anyone else come in while I've been not looking? Oh, Ray. Hello, Ray. Hi. This one is going to be a much thinner frame. So this is where I am most likely to cut through and ruin it. But hey ho. Like I said, the glue will hold it in place. And unfortunately, like I said, because I couldn't get my printer working, I haven't got as many images and frames to work with. I just had to see what I had in my already printed ephemera and make do. And you've probably got, see, this is it. I'm just going to say this. If you order a kit, you do not necessarily have to use the kit in the way it was intended. So as you can see here, I'm taking what would have been made into a journal card and turning it into a frame. Hoping that I cut through. So don't be scared to use things that you purchase in a way that suits you. That's what I was going to say. This is from Ink and Page. I can't remember what kit it was, but it was one of their freebies. They do, if you haven't signed up to Ink and Page, they send out freebies, I think, once a week, although I seem to have only had the original freebies that I signed up for. Anyway. But yeah, so I'll glue this down on there, and then I'll glue the picture on the back, and then I'll trim around. Hello, TJ. See, TJ there, you may notice she is a moderator I've known for a few years. And it was through her I first ever, oh, where's that paper? It's through her that I first ever heard of junk journaling. So it's her fault that I'm here. So 100% blame her. Don't thank her, blame her. Oh, silly woman, Frida. Yeah, don't fall asleep sitting up. That's not good. You end up with sore back and shoulders like me. That's not why I've got a sore back and shoulders, though. I've got a sore back and shoulders from a lot of heavy lifting while I was working and overstretching. That's my biggest problem, was not only heavy lifting but overstretching, and it's screwed up my shoulder forever, probably. I don't know. They don't even know what's wrong with it. No one seems to know what's actually wrong with it, apart from it's not good. I am blaming you. Oh, thank you, Robin. I don't like my own accent, but thank you anyway. I'm proper common, I is. Yes. I worked in paint department of a retail shop, a DIY shop, for what, 7 years, something like that. And I spent that. See, I didn't put glue on that bit. Spent many days just lugging paint around and up ladders and above my head onto the shelving, you know. And some of them tubs of paint are pretty heavy. So that's probably what's done it. I'm only 5 foot as well. I'm only tiny. So to I was constantly lifting things above my head. You can't see me doing the impression of me lifting things above my head, but that's what I was doing. And as a result, I am now constantly in pain. So, oh, TJ, check Messenger, please. Twitter. Sorry. Look, this woman's been missing in action for like 2 weeks. I've been trying to get a hold of her. I was going to ring you today. If I hadn't heard from you. But yeah. So this is actually bigger than the frame, I believe. So I'm going to go up a bit. Yes, please give some thumbs up. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe to the other channels that are participating and the ones in the chat. As you can see, I didn't even glue that down straight, but I think it's quite cool. It gives it just a little bit more spook. Now I've got to cut it out. You're still missing. Okay. I haven't seen you. It's about this. It's regarding this person in this picture, TJ. That's why I want you to check the Messenger. So, hello, Ellen. Has anyone else come in while I wasn't watching? Oh dear, I'm not cutting that right either. So there we go. I think the first one is the best one. Well, there you go, Haunted Mirrors. That's the first one. That's the demo one I made. I think it helped. It was a better picture to use, to be honest with you. And then we've got that one, Haunted Mirrors, and you are using they're just printed out pictures and frames. Silver paint and the stiffer packaging plastic that you get on packaging. That's how you make Haunted Mirrors. Oh, and sandpaper. That one's my favourite. Yes. Yeah, that's the idea. It's like they're peeking through from the other side. It's scary. Where do I live in the UK? I live just north of London, about 50 miles north of London. But I said to you, because how long have I got left? Like 20 minutes. I could make something else. You know, I might do. But I just want to show you. So this is how I started my channel. So most of you will know Seven Plaza and Crafty by Tony, and they set up a ABC junk journaling challenge, and that's when I started. And this is what I made during that challenge. So this was my first ever attempt at junk journaling. I didn't finish filling it up. And as I said, I was making ephemera just out of real junk. So it's a lot of it is packaging. You know, the brown paper you get in packaging, and tissue paper you get in packaging. This was some wrapping paper I had sitting around. I made a little mini journal. And that's brown paper that I fabricatized. I'm making up words. If you scrunch paper and keep scrunching it, it becomes like fabric. I made a pop-up. Use some origami. So this was my first ever attempt at junk journaling. I got told off for the pop-up. So envelope, and I've used tissue to make the lace, because at the time I had no lace, you know. I do now, but this is one of them. It's not a real envelope, it's a faux envelope. But yeah, so this was my first ever attempt at junk journaling. And I think it was about February or March, I can't remember. And that's when I started this channel. More origami. It ends up with a bit of a romance theme. Oh, this is one of them. That's what that is. If I put something in there like that, then close it and open it, it moves over to there. Isn't that clever? I forgot what that was. Another pop-up. Altar cards. More origami. Paper beads. So yeah, I didn't quite do every day, but I did most days. I think I missed out about 5 or 6 out of the whole alphabet. So that was my first ever attempt at doing a junk journal. And then I moved on to Augustus. This is my Augustus. This is my second attempt at making a junk journal. I got the fabric at a scrap store, and they were selling like the fabric books, sample books. So that's where the fabrics come from. But yeah, so it's a little bit more advanced in this one, and a bit more themed. So lots of autumn. So this is Augustus, the autumn journal. But again, either using junk, so packaging, or printouts. That's all I did. Everything's either junk or printouts. I didn't buy anything apart from some lace and the fabric. Yeah. So as we've got a little bit of time left, what can I do? What have we got? 20 minutes? I've got 20 minutes to fill. Oh, I don't think I have a lot of talent. That took me forever to do that. Autumn hadn't even started when I finished that, but I'm like, oh no, I've had enough of this now. I think there's like 40 odd bits of ephemera in there. Yeah, Dana loves mushrooms. Pam hates them. Yeah, I need to find the link of who's next after me, actually. And then, or if someone can drop it, Dana, I can pin it to the top. So I forgot to check that one before I started. To be fair, I was sort of rushed to start because someone said, "Oh, I finished early." Oh well, we'll just give the next person an extra 5 minutes, shall we? Mushrooms, Pam. It's what I got to hand, darling. Oh, I know what I can do. Give me a book page. Pride and Prejudice. This is the one I am destroying. It was already destroyed, I promise. The cover was all hanging off. Let's just find a random page. It doesn't really matter. I did this the other day on cases, and I really liked how it came out. And it's something we did as kids, and it's good to bring back the old childhood crafts, printing with leaves. Vicky loves mushrooms too. Pam, you're outnumbered. It's not that she hates mushrooms, she just thinks they're overused. Now, this is where I can't find my palette for my paint. I say palette, it's not an actual palette, it's a piece of paper. I've got a fresh one though. It's, you know, the silver foil takeaway tubs you get? Well, I buy them to put things in the freezer. But these are the lids. And it works really well as a palette. It gives you some material for journaling later. Where's my green? There it is. So, I've not opened that one yet. Not used that one then, have I? Don't even bother that. These are just watercolours. Just cheap watercolours. That one. Somehow I got acrylics mixed up with watercolours. And just get your paintbrush. Paint onto the leaf, like so. I should have put the magazine underneath. Where did I put that? Never mind, get a new one. All the way to the edges. That's why you want the magazine underneath. Something underneath anyway. Bit more water. I think I need more green. I didn't get much green out there, did I? And the thing is, you can mix these colours and make other colours, different shades. That's it. I painted my leaf. Move that aside. And then pop it down on whatever you're printing onto. Hopefully you can see, because I can't see how far over I am. There we go. Give it a good rub. Like so. Oh, like I said, we did these as kids. Put it up. There we go. Lovely leaf print. Do this one. It's a smaller one. A little bit crinkly. Hello, Amy. Who else? Has anyone else come in while I've not been watching? Yes. And I remember doing it as a child, and I'm like, why don't we do the things like this? Wax crayons as well, and you can do leaf rubbings with wax crayons if you've got wax crayons. Yeah. Excuse the molting hairs. I'm middle-aged. That's all I'm saying on that matter is I'm middle-aged. Let's move my paint palette out of the way. I don't need that on screen, do I? But yeah, so you paint the underside, obviously, because that's where the texture tends to be. Need a bit more water on there. And pick out some autumn colour paints. Like I did. And yes, green is an autumn colour. I don't know if I've just put the green there. Oh, there it is. Because for some reason that keeps getting used up by the brown. Bit more water. Probably because my paint water needs emptying. Push it down. Get covered in paint because it's leaked through the holes in the leaves. If you're not getting messy, are you really crafting? That one didn't come out as well. I probably made that one too wet. Let's try again. But then you can cut this up and use it on your ephemera. You can do a whole sheet, a big sheet of the leaf prints and have it as a background image. Who we got? Hello, Beth. Hello, CK Art. Welcome. And apparently Pam left Gaz running in the background for watch hours. I don't know when she did that. Yesterday, maybe. I've got like 9 minutes left. I don't really have much else to do. Just I could print some more leaves, I guess. Maybe I'll do one per page because that just made it look messy, didn't it? You've been crafting and organising, have you, Juju? Let's get rid of some of that water off that brush. Brush is too wet. So get to the edges of the leaf to make sure the whole leaf is covered in paint. You just pick out your full colours. I don't seem to have any red or yellow down here at the moment. I've been lurking a lot. Tonight is Sophie's homecoming dance. So busy day. Oh, we don't have homecoming over here. Proms have started to happen. In fact, proms started to happen while I was still at school. But they're not to the extent that American proms are yet. Notice how I said yet. So that looks better. I'll do this one again. All green. Because this is wax coated, I can play around with the paint for quite a while before it starts becoming unusable. But it will eventually become unusable. It will dry, and then you've got a lovely surface or card that you can use as background and collages and stuff, because you'll end up with a lovely grungy looking piece of card. So Amy's up next. She goes live in 6 minutes. Is Amy here? Hello, Teacher Loves Beauty. She's working all day, leaving everyone's lives up so that they get the watch hours, but doing things. Cool. I've been in and out of lives. I think I've been in every live so far. I think I've got all the mystery words. But Dana, you get leaves. They don't have to be. You could still make the leaf prints with green leaves. Just saying. I've got a little one there, so I can probably squeeze that in. No. I didn't like it when it overlapped. It didn't work, so I'm gonna not add too many. And what I might do is cut these all out and use them. Oh, you missed Pam's, did you, Bonnie? Actually, do you know what? I didn't get the mystery word from the last hour. I got the first hour of the previous person's live, but not the last hour. So if anyone knows what it is, can you whisper it in my ear? I'm not actually going to enter though. And the reason I'm not going to enter is because I live so far away, it will cost a fortune for my prize to be sent over to me. So I'm not going to enter. But I still want to collect the words. So if anyone wants to bribe me, because I know all but one of the words so far. I have PayPal, I have Patreon, I have buy me a coffee. Because it is a really awesome prize as far as I remember. Anna Marie found that funny, so at least I entertained someone. Hi, Create and Relate. I think I've got 3 minutes left, and then we're going over to Amy. Which Amy is it? Thank you, Create and Relate. Okay. So she said, I can send you at least an envelope price. I'm like, I just feel guilty because I know how much it costs to send stuff to America because I've done it. Although I did send a massive parcel to someone in America last Christmas. But the stuff in the parcel was worth about a fifth of the price of sending it. I'm going to put that directly on there. Oh, it just disappeared. I think I need to clean my brush. Yeah, so we've got a couple of minutes left. Have you got the link there? Is that the link for the next live, Dana? Yeah. Let me pin it. I think that's the right one. Yeah, thank you. I'm just going to do this one last leave and bid you all farewell. And thank you for coming over and subscribing. And don't forget to subscribe to all the other channels. Give them a like. Pop and watch some of their videos. And put some comments in. If you finish, once the live's finished, you can come back and put some comments in the stream. I'd really appreciate it. It helps get the views up and the algorithm working, because the algorithm isn't very nice to me. Yeah. Oh, so I just did some printing leaves and then I did my haunted mirrors. I still think the first one came out the best. The one I did before we went live. Oh, let's get it on camera. And that is my friend in that picture, whose birthday is in a few days' time. She's not very well, so I'm going to send love and healing to her and say goodbye to everyone. Bye-bye for now, and see you over on the next channel.